Hello y'all, Fun Gun here. Today we're gonna do some shooting of the old truck here. Truck that burned down. We're gonna test out some new rounds. Due to the coronavirus and things getting real hectic, we may as well try to find out our ways to survive. These days we got some bad things going on. We got, for instance, rioting. We got stupid stuff going on. And us as people who believe survival is key, we may as well try to do what we can to survive. At our own risk, of course, but with good protection. Now, right now, I'm going to show you a few things here. Today, we're going to be shooting the Taurus Circuit Judge. And I've comprised a few things here. For extreme survival, if you don't have any ammunition and you need some kind of freaking way to eat food, since the government's going bad and things are not going so good, I made this round here. Same charge as I shot with my other rounds here. And I've dumped a little bit of a foreign material, as you would say, inside of it for hunting things that you can shoot small with, like a rabbit or some sort of a kind of dove or something. I would go for dove for this one. Let's see what happens. For now, we're gonna put our good gear on. We're gonna put some foreign material and some powder, the same charge, sealed off with wax. So we're gonna see what that does. And see from the damage point and look at it, we're gonna see if it would kill a rabbit or dove for eating in these times. If the government should fall and we don't have anything but ourselves, we gotta be resilient and have something that we can provide for. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna put my safety helmet on for this particular test. And we're gonna go see if I can shoot this door of this car and kind of guess if it's gonna kill a rabbit or any kind of a dove, so we can eat in these times. Because we can't depend on the government. They're not gonna freaking just like mail you a check every time. We've been getting stimulus checks here and there. The jobs, they're giving excuses and things like that. And we can't just sit around and depend on them. They're not gonna help. So let's see what happens. Here's one shot. Let's look at that. That would kill a dove. That foreign material I spread in there, that would kill a dove or rabbit. You come close along a rabbit and you would shoot it. And that would get you dinner for the night. Now this one here, that's a little different. Right now, I've used the same load, but I've used the regular 230 grain for 45 ACP and a 45 long Colt round. And I added some foreign material in it as well. And let's see what happens when we close our helmet and see what goes on. And we're gonna try to shoot this Taurus Circuit Judge with a new load I created. And that is a shell casing of that 45 long Colt with foreign material that we can use to keep ourselves fed and stop from getting hungry. So that's what it is, fellas. That shot, and it hit the door. That'll get a dove or a rabbit, and you may be able to eat for that night or for a little bit longer. Now we're gonna try these right here. I use the same load. I got the 45 230 grain as I explained prior, and we got foreign material inside. Let's see what it does. We're gonna load 1, 2, 3 of these bad boys and see what happens. Same load, just a little bit different. See what happens. And if the nails would quit snagging on things and things would quit snagging, we'll be ready. Okay, so we're gonna put one round, 2 rounds, and 3 rounds into that cylinder of the Taurus Circuit Judge. And it revolves counterclockwise, so you would put an empty right there. You put an empty right here, and that's an empty. And they would revolve to a hot round. So let's put our protective gear on and check it out. Okay, let's try number one. We got gloves, long sleeve and all. Let's try it out. There we go. Okay, right there. And I don't see the foreign material. Let's try again. Okay, no more foreign material. Just a couple maybe little dings there or two. And that's one shot and another shot. Let's try one more time. Let's back up a bit. We'll see where the slug hits and where the foreign material hits. Okay. I believe it's right there. We've got a little bit of a 45 long Colt right there. And I'm not seeing the foreign material. Let's check out the barrel and see what goes on. And we've got some factory old loads right here. We're going to try in a little bit too. Let's open that baby up. See what happens. Oh, there we dropped one of these babies. It's okay, just make sure they're dusted off good. Slide in and out of the cylinder or your magazine for whatever case it is and see what happens. Okay. We had 3 shots with regular 233 grain and foreign material. I had to seal it off with a little bit of a paper because I was going to test and see if I can hit a slug through something and maybe even some foreign material to backdrop if it was some sort of a larger creature. And right now, it's good. Looks good. Shoot a freaking factory and see what happens. One factory going counterclockwise. Empty cylinder. Let's go. Let's see what a factory does. How about passenger door? Easy peasy. Right through that door. Oh baby, went right through that rascal. We didn't hit the speaker, oh. We will shut the music down real quick. All right, let's take 3 more. And right now, I got to use the helmet for a kind of a camera stand for a minute. And we got a few rounds here. We're gonna put those in our pocket because we're gonna have to reuse those. Somehow, people are going to the stores, are going early, finding out all the good times to get all the ammo and then bail out. And not much people who are working or don't have the time, don't have the chance to get their ammo to survive and then go from there. The government kind of did that because they want unrest. I hate to go anti on that, but you know, sometimes they just don't care. And sometimes you got to figure it out yourself. And that's what makes freaking mankind freaking survive. Now we're gonna go with these 3. These are some old, I would say they are, they're Hornady from the 80s. And these have been around for a long time. These 3 rounds, lead cast. Someone must have took some good time and did a good job on those. They are crimped, sorta. They got some sort of, I may want to keep one of those and use a bullet hammer and find out what's behind that. Probably some lube behind that and stuffed in the casing. We're going to take 2 of these and investigate this last one later. Maybe I'll do a video later and we'll show you how it is. But for now, we're going to take a couple shots. And I don't know what we should do. Maybe we should flatten a tire. I don't know. We should do something fun. Okay, we got 2 shots. Let's go for it. All right, let's go for something fun. I mean, close range, since we got all this cool stuff on. What would a bullet? Well, there's no radiator there no more. What would a bullet do to a valve cover? Let's find out. Stand off at the angle. Oh, buddy, look at that. A valve cover, and it's a little bit porous, as you can see. since it's been burned, the metal is not as tough as it should be. In fact, look at that. It's like jelly. Look, oh, good. Ooh, look at that. Wow, that's a valve cover. Wow. Did you see that? As the car burns, that metal valve cover, oh my God, look, it looks like it's turned to some kind of fiberglass. Wow, what the heck? Let's check that out. Oh my God, that was freaking metal. Because I used to knock on those when I went to the car. Wow, oh my God. Okay, we shot through here. And I think we hit the freaking top cam on that. Now that we know that, what would you really like to see? Maybe give me some intel on that. Comment, like, share, I don't care. Let's see what we can do it. These are lead bullets, so let's see what it happens to. What is that right there? Up, power steering pump. And the alternator's on. There's the brake booster. Oh my God. What else can we do to see what happens? Since we got all this cool stuff, we're gonna see what happens. For now, let's test what happens to when you shoot through the firewall and how far it would go. Or maybe through the back half. The back half's always the funnest to try. Let's see what happens. All right, here, we get the right angle, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot through this packed tailgate, even though the metal's a little bit porous and has been burned and it weakens the metal. I'm gonna shoot right through here and see what happens to the motor and firewall that's through there. But keep in mind, a lot of that material is foreign now and it's gone. Let's see what happens right through here, tailgate, and right through the firewall. See what happens. See what happens to the motor too. There. Right through here. Oh, look at that. It did not go through. Even though that back tailgate has been burned and is porous, it did not go through. They did some internal working. Right there, did not go through. I'm gonna open up this door. Do that. Find out what happens. For now, let's take off this old helm. Check the helm and see what happens. So when we shot through here, it did not go through. You see that lead kind of residue around that? See, like it's lead, and it did not go through. Let's see if we can find something going on here. I doubt we'll find the bullet today, but you know what? There's so much foreign burnt material in here. We'll see. Look at this. I can't even freaking open the door. Look at that. Oh my God. You should get this one. Good God, what the heck happened? There's the bullet hole right there that accidentally went through the freaking skin and went to this freaking area. Did not go through there with a 45 long Colt and did not freaking go through and hit anything else. So if a 45 long Colt definitely would go through a license plate tag and this part only, I'm pretty freaking sure. But by then it would get some internal workings, and since the metal is weakened from getting burned, it would just stop right here. So 45 long Colt would not go through. Mustangs kind of probably would. Let's go in there a little bit more. Put this pen up for a second, see what happens. Let's see what goes on. I'm not seeing the bullet. Hopefully, oh, there it is. I gotta get my gloves off to probably try to find it. There's the bullet. Now the bullet right there. I have to take off my gloves off to even try to get it. Unless I can find it and just get it. There it is. That is a 45 long Colt right here. It was all lead cast. It looks like someone casted those and put little hash marks on them so that it was. And there looks like they had no lube or no grain lines or little, I would call them stikes around the edges. Kind of like when the bullet is casted, they just put little marks on it. I think they got the measurement and the specifications just right, just to put these little bitty dots and crimps as a pair of pliers or something, but made for bullets to crimp around the edge size. I think whoever reloaded these did a very good job, and looks like they're from the 80s or 90s. So there you go, 45 long Colt. Go through the license plate tag and through this piece of metal, and I think it would just sit there and stick in here in the internal workings, because there would be internal workings. That's that. And that is the 45 long Colt through that. And that's not very powerful, but we'll see. Now here's one of my rounds I reloaded. Let's see if one of those bad boys, let's get it through. Come on. There's one of the rounds I got done. I have 45 long Colt, 230 grain for 45 ACP. And we're gonna put one of those rascals in there and see what happens. And keep your casings. Pocket. Make sure you get those done deals. And let's see what one of my reloads does. Just a regular 230 grain. Let's put this into the cylinder. And counterclockwise is the way it turns and fires. So there you go. Let's put this back on our back and see what one of those full metal jacket kinds do. It's not total metal jackets, just full metal jacket, and the back half has an opening where the lead is. It has a full jacket on the top all the way to the sides, but underneath it, it has just a bare metal. So it's not total metal jacket, but it's just a regular 230 full grain. And full metal jacket. But not quite full, not total metal, but that's the difference. You got a full metal jacket, goes all the way around to the edge, but total metal jackets go underneath too, and they do some pretty darn good, little bit better penetration. And we'll go from there if we find some. So let's put this on and see what one of mine does. Okay, so right there. Come on. Let's see what happens. See if it makes this firewall. And I think it did. I saw some smoke. Okay. I think we went through right there. That's the first lead cast, and this has some metal jacket to it. I think we went right through the edges. Right through here, and it dented that right there. Let's see where it went. It went all the way through. Keep in mind it wouldn't go through to a person. Uh-oh, look at that. That sucker's stuck. See you. Wow! Oh man, that was heck. Wow. Let's see what happened. So we got one hole here and one hole over there. So we gotta find out where it went. Hard to tell. Let's see what we got here. So we got two bullet holes that went right through here, this path. I'm thinking I seen a puff of smoke over here somewhere. And I'm not seeing the bullet hole or strike, which is abnormal. There it is, right there, right there. Okay, I see it. So I went all the way through the tailgate, and keep in mind there's not any seats or anything in here no more. So I went all the way through there, I went to that point. Now how far did it go? Whoa, I'm just going back down. That's a tough one. Ah. Okay, one of the stays good. Okay. So we went off to find out. There's the bullet hole right here. When it hit, it went right through there. But where is the bullet indeed? Did it skip up? What did it do? I don't see any skips. I don't see any skips. right here, there was the bullet hole. And it must have hit in there. And these bars, the wipers, down the middle. Yep, we got a motor attack or something. Oh, wow, this is great. Just bring a new. There it is. Just some kind of put some away. Yeah. Probably see the bullet, but I don't see it anywhere. Skipped up and skedaddled out of here off of one of the little arms with the windshield wiper. And yeah, I'm not seeing it. So that's fun. That's good. So the rest of it, let's see what we can do. Okay, we know the 45 long Colt lead cast won't go through that, the plate, that, and some internal workings, but a 45 long Colt full metal jacket might go through there and some internal workings and then skip off through some seats or something. So you kind of know what the bullets will do. It's good to know that, just so you just know. And now, I think I'm just gonna unload on it. Well, at least right now, I got a little cool souvenir for the day. I found one of them, at least the lead cast. Let's go for the rest. I think I have got a few more there. But right now, I think I'm gonna go for there, perfect number 5 for that cylinder. Let's get 1. We're falling over. There's 1. Right there. And then 2. I think I'll just go around and pick random spots I want to see what happens. And just let the freaking 45 do its job. There's 4. Birds sound kind of freaking active today from out in the pasture. So let's do that. And we got 1 empty. And we got a number 1. And 2. And 3. And a 4. And a 5. Let's see if that happens. Let's go for it. Make sure we keep that with a pretty prize for later. Hang that up on a wall of fun. Or the jar of just the day. Let's do it. Okay. I don't want to shoot that tire out. Oh, I missed it. Oh my god. Oh, I hit the freaking darn ball out. Yeah, good buddy. Right there, right on that ramp. And I can hear that rascal hissing like a snake. We don't want that rascal. Let's do another one. Oh my god. Let's see what happens to that freaking headset. Not very good. Let's go with the freaking outside. Holy crap. What else? I want something fun. I mean, I want it to like shatter and destroy. Let's do close range. I don't give a crap. Oh, we got a bullet. And let's see. I think that's all the rounds almost. Yep, we shot them all. That may be the show for the day, y'all, but I think I have something right there. I'll find me a knife or something. Okay. I'll find a knife or some sort of freaking tool, and we're good. See what we can do. Right there is where it is, baby. I think I see part of the bullet right there. It looks like the full metal jacket did its job. And if it's in there, it's just in there. and I can't get through to my tool. Darn it. Come on. I don't have freaking much, don't have all daylight here. Okay, I'm gonna have to shift that out. Darn glove down. Sometimes they're a bigger hindrance than they're freaking our help. They're protective, but they hinder you from things that you really need to get done with dexterity. And they're a bad thing to have sometimes. But whenever you have sometimes shrapnel things, they're a lot of help. They're a big help with that. Let's go from here. Put this bastard back on and go from there. Go for it. Okay. And I see the bullet right here. That's it. We're gonna do some freaking doctor work here. And that's it. And maybe part of it. Now that's part of the freaking shroud of that. That ain't it. And that is definitely not it. We just have to scoop it out. And these parts need some more. Oh. Put that up away. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Darn. Wow. That's a little bit different. You do some little bit of work with your 45. And sometimes just the freaking thing just want to do stuff. And after a car's burned, what the heck is it? Let's see how, uh-oh. See that mud puddle there. Oh, that's still tough. If you still got a freaking burnt car like this, that aluminum casting is not freaking that wake steel. But that bullet sure did its number. Well, obviously, there's not going to be any oil left in this rascal. The oil sump pan is going to be freaking done, baby. And I'm saying done dealed. There's not going to be any oil or nothing. And oh my God, look at that camshaft. Wow, buddy. Ain't no way. And like I said before, that was metal. When it's all melted, it's got some kind of, I guess it's got some kind of freaking fiberglass additive or something. That's, wow, that's strange. Because whenever that was metal, you can take your finger and your fist and knock on it, and that was definitely not fiberglass whenever the car was real before it got burned. But hey, that's not bad. That's fun. Maybe someday I'll find that bullet. That'll be freaking alright. And these things kind of go funky on you. You gotta tighten up those torque bits and such, but other than that, it's alright. Get all these freaking snagging things out the way and we'll see. Alright, that might be a to be continued freaking episode. But geez, look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, that bullet is a done deal. If that ain't it right there, we freaking ain't got it. Get in there and just straight did a little kind of a Pac-Man maneuver and